What's going on, guys? This is Zell with MixStar Audio at MixStarAudio.com, and today is stage setup. Let's get it. Commentated time-lapse time. You know what it is, and we are back. What is going on, guys? It's been real busy, and I'm very much behind on a lot of content that I owe you guys, so I will be trying my darndest in 2024 to get that content to you guys. Speaking of 2024, what we're doing today is a stage setup for DETV's 2024 New Year's celebration, in lights of also bringing awareness to mental health. But of course, like the title suggests, we're setting up for Adam Blackstone. The end of the night, okay, when the smoke clears and it's all said and done, I get to go to the bank and say Adam Blackstone performed on my stage. What a pleasure, what an honor. At this point, you guys have seen this process of me setting up the stage 1,000 times as far as I'm concerned. If you need to see me explaining it to you guys, go ahead and hit that link in the top right corner. You guys can check that video out as I explain the entire process of putting everything together, how the stage works. Or you guys can click this video in the top right corner and check out a full production that we did, which actually led us to setting up for this event. The full production that we did for Richard Rawls' release party was sponsored by DETV, who really liked our work, so decided to bring us in on this project that he had for his own studio. Now, what you guys are looking at now is a 2-platform setup, which is a 4x8 in that back darker area. That back wall is LED walls. That's also where the ball was planned to be dropped, as far as like where everyone's attention was going to be. As you guys can see, Ivan standing on there now. The platform in the middle, the stage deck in the middle, that is for the cameras to film the entire thing. I believe it was 3 CRN 700s from Canon that occupied that space there. They did a really good job with decorating that space and the entire venue. But back to that LED wall space, we actually took those 2 platforms, we moved them somewhere else, which I'll explain later, and we used 2 wooden platforms there. Here's a picture of me holding one of the platforms up. The reason they didn't want to use, they were very adamant about not using these because the middle of the platforms were caving in. So the day of that morning, I brought my tools, and I cut 2 2x4s and put them in the middles to add a little bit of extra support. It was perfect. Unfortunately, we didn't even use them. So yeah, they're all in a day's work. But this is the space, the area which those 2 platforms were sitting. We did dress them up. They were covered up. They weren't just wood blocks sitting out in the open. And there's the LED wall that you guys can see as well. Now here's the stage setup that we had, and I promise you that skirt was not like that when I left. But also none of the instruments or speakers were there when I left either. So they all in the day's work, right? We actually set up 2 days prior to the start date. So we had a lot of time to, do a lot of recalculations, make sure we're set for everything. You guys may or may not be able to see, but off to the right, if you look all the way over to the right, you see that far stage monitor sitting there. That's one of the platforms that we took from that LED wall space, and you can't really see it, but all the way to the back where you see that back monitor, the drum sets are set up on another platform back there. but that's what we did with the 2 platforms from the LED space. We also provided uplighting and spotlighting for this event. As you guys can see, this is the view from the stage on what the entire room looked like, but there was also a second room off to the right that we went into as well, and you guys can see the cameras there in the middle. This is Robbie Jester, a renowned chef. We actually found him on Hulu. Game show came on, this guy pops up. And we're like, wait, this is the caterer at our wedding venue. Enjoy the rest of the video. And I appreciate you guys. If you like the content here, like and subscribe, comment. See you guys in the next one.
Well, I think it's tremendous that we're all coming here today and advocating for mental health, because we talk about it all the time on the show Good Morning Wilmington, the importance of mental health, not just for women, but for men as well.
Terry Brewer, A minor Terry.